Welcome to this deep dive. We're tackling something pretty fundamental to our lives, building real friendships,
Especially in a world that's, hyper-connected online, but
but can feel kind of isolating sometimes in reality.
yeah,
Yeah. You shared some really insightful stuff exploring how we move beyond like the surface level interactions.
exactly, to create those bonds that really mean something.
So, our mission today is basically to distill these ideas, give you, the listener, a clear understanding, and maybe some practical confidence.
Yeah, confidence in building the friendships you actually want.
Exactly. And for you listening, especially if you value, knowledge and understanding,
Which you likely do if you're tuning in.
right, you're probably curious about how to cultivate deeper connections, maybe given the challenges of modern life or cultural differences, maybe even while learning English.
Yeah, absolutely. The ability to forge strong friendships it's a cornerstone of a fulfilling life. This isn't just theory, though.
No, we're pulling out actionable insights, stuff you can actually use.
To move beyond those fleeting connections and cultivate something really enriching.
Because real friendship, it's not just scrolling through likes or, sending fire emojis back and forth.
Definitely not. It's about that feeling of safety, consistency.
And being, as one source put it, life-giving, nourishing,
It's those moments of shared laughter, yeah, but also
but also that quiet check-in when a friend just knows something's off.
that genuine care woven into the everyday.
Think back, you probably remember that first spark with a close friend, right? That click.
Oh yeah, those moments stick with you. But let's be real.
Making those connections now, it can feel like a battle. Busy lives, stress.
Oh, social batteries just drained before Monday's even over.
Totally. And the pandemic really highlighted that, didn't it?
It was like a magnifying glass on our relationships, showed the depth or lack thereof.
Right. Revealed some shallowness, maybe, that routine had kind of masked.
And now there's this real craving, I think, for something more substantial, genuine belonging.
But we're not really taught how to do this, are we? Unlike, algebra or history.
No instruction manual for building and keeping friends.
Which brings us right here. We're going deep today. From making the first move.
All the way to navigating friendships that have drifted apart.
We'll hit on trust, vulnerability, consistency, why that's so key conflict.
Long distance stuff, even when it might be time to let a friendship go.
Yeah. It's about building human connection in the real world.
And a really important point right up front. Friendships aren't just found.
No, they're built actively, one interaction at a time.
Even just one real connection can be totally transformative.
It's true. And you see this reflected everywhere, right? Pop culture loves friendships.
Oh, yeah. Shows like Friends, Stranger Things, The Office, they resonate
Because they show those close-knit circles we often crave that need to be seen, heard, cared about.
Exactly. So wherever you are right now, super social, feeling a bit on the outside.
Maybe learning English, trying to make international friends, new in town.
Or feeling distant from old friends. This stuff is for you.
Our goal is a fresh perspective, maybe some real-world tools.
To build friendships that genuinely make your life better.
Because real friendship,
Yeah.
it's knowing someone's silence, isn't it?
And showing up when things are tough, not just for the highlight reel.
So the foundation for all of this has got to be authenticity.
Absolutely. Showing up as yourself, quirks and all, no pretending.
Sharing the joys, sure, but also the sorrows, the messy bits.
Yeah, and just being able to sit in comfortable silence sometimes. Respecting differences, too.
Being there for the bloopers, like that source said, not just the polished version.
Right. Which really contrasts with those surface-level friendships.
The ones based on convenience. Work colleagues, maybe, where talk stays shallow.
Yeah, weather, weekend plans, fine in their own way, but...
But when life gets real, those aren't the people texting back at 2 a.m.
No, or the ones who just sense something's wrong through a screen.
It's the real friends who show up, even without being asked sometimes.
And it's fascinating how different cultures approach this.
Right, the process can vary hugely. Like in the UK, maybe shared interests first.
Yeah, clubs, hobbies. Vulnerability comes later, maybe slower.
Whereas in parts of Latin America or the Middle East,
Yeah.
perhaps more warmth up front.
More emotional openness, yeah. Friends become like family fast.
And you mentioned Japan's nakama, someone on your journey with you.
Mm-hmm. Mutual support for growth. And in many African communities, it's tied to the wider community.
Respect, shared responsibility. It's all interwoven.
But underlying all these differences, there's a universal core.
Mutuality, that give and take, effort from both sides.
It's not about keeping score, but it can't be a one-way street forever.
Which kind of leads into recognizing red flags.
Yeah.
When isn't it working?
Yeah, your sources listed quite a few, like the friend who only calls for favors.
Ugh, yeah. Or the ghost friend vanishes when things get serious.
Or the one-upper, always has a bigger story, turns it back to them.
Mm-hmm. And the drama magnet. Every interaction is intense.
Or the selective supporter, praise in private, silence in public.
Oof, yes. These patterns leave you feeling drained, right? Unsupported.
Highlights that lack of give and take.
But the difference with real friends, we all mess up sometimes, right? Forget things, cancel plans.
Totally, life happens. But the intention is different.
Real friends try to reconnect, explain, apologize if needed.
Yeah, they want to understand your side, not just be understood. They're invested.
They're happy for your wins, not threatened by them.
Exactly. Which brings us to this idea of friendship as, well, a form of love.
Deep and necessary, the kind that chooses you on ordinary days.
Yeah, where you don't need the pretense in a world that's often so curated.
That's incredibly valuable. A lifeline, really.
So the aim here isn't just collecting contacts.
No. It's cultivating those real, meaningful friendships.
And that often starts with, well, making the first move, which can feel awkward.
Oh, definitely. That fear, right? What if I sound weird? What if they ignore me?
Everyone feels that sometimes, but every friendship started because someone took that chance.
That one, hello, holds so much potential.
So let's break down some ways to actually do it, especially if you're shy or learning English.
Right. First step.
Mm-hmm.
Normalize the nerves. Everyone gets them.
Even the super outgoing people hesitate sometimes. Confidence isn't no nerves.
It's doing it anyway. And sometimes one simple sentence is all it takes.
Okay, offline first. Language exchange, coffee shop. You see someone reading a book you love.
Instead of some clever line, just state the obvious.
Yeah. Hey, I noticed you're reading The Alchemist. Love that book. Low pressure, shared interest.
People usually like being noticed for something they enjoy.
Exactly. Or other simple stuff. Hi, I'm new here. Been coming long.
Or a compliment. Cool shirt. Where'd you get it?
Even just, mind if I sit here? Or commenting on the music, like you said.
Just creating a comfortable human moment.
And online. So many friendships start there now. DMs, forums, language apps.
Don't hesitate. Just jump in friendly.
Totally. Like, hey, saw you're learning English too. Hardest part for you.
Or, that meme you shared made me laugh way too hard.
Notice we like the same bands. Heard the new album. Use emojis. Be yourself.
Authenticity comes through, even online.
And for English learners, remember, simple works.
How's your day going? What do you do for fun?
Or, what's something random that made you smile today? That's a nice one.
Yeah. And if you're shy, maybe rehearse a line or two just to get started.
Good tip. And using some casual slang can help break the ice too.
Instead of a formal, hello, hey, what's up? Yo, how's it going?
Or if you've met before, hey there, long time no see.
And hinting at a connection? Figured I'd say hi, seems like we've got similar taste.
Or more direct. Not to be random, but I think we'd get along.
I like the one the source mentioned. I'm not usually the one to start a convo, but I thought I'd say hi.
Yeah. Honest, lowers the pressure. People appreciate that genuineness.
So the key is connection, not impressing someone.
Exactly. Be authentic. And offline, don't forget body language.
Tone, posture, smile. Aim for open, relaxed. Eye contact, a little smile.
Doesn't have to be huge, just welcoming.
And if it doesn't lead anywhere, if they don't respond,
It's okay. Don't take it personally. It's just one step closer to finding the right connections.
starting is a skill. It gets easier with practice.
Yep. Don't overthink. Just start.
Okay, so you've started, now what? Finding common ground.
Yeah, that's the fuel. Shared interests are like the spark plugs.
Doesn't have to be everything in common, right? Just one thread.
Exactly. Music, TV shows, hobbies, sketching, chess, cooking, languages, anything.
And showing curiosity is key.
Yeah.
If they mention photography,
Don't just nod. Ask, oh, cool, what kind of stuff do you like to shoot? Shows real interest.
that's where the connection deepens.
And this really ties into the power of listening. Like, really listening.
Not just waiting for your turn to talk.
Right. Focusing on what lights them up. What are they passionate about?
That hiking example was good. Instead of nice, ask.
Hike alone or with friends? Favorite trails? Craziest thing you've seen?
Let the conversation breathe. Show you're engaged.
And reflecting back works too.
Wait, you said street art. That's awesome. Ever tried it yourself?
Shows you're actually absorbing it. Finding that balance then between talking and listening. It's a dance.
It can be tricky if you're nervous. Some talk too much, some clam up.
Yeah. Aim for a natural flow. Taking turns. Be honest. Share your stuff. Ask about theirs.
And adapt, right. If they talk a lot, listen. If they're quiet, offer more.
Mm-hmm. And don't fake common ground. That was a great point.
If they love a band you don't know, don't pretend.
Exactly. Say, never heard of them. What are they like? What do you love about them? It's more engaging.
Honesty invites real sharing. And let conversations wander a bit.
Oh, yeah. You start talking about, I don't know, coffee and end up somewhere deep. It happens.
That natural flow is how you get to know someone.
And using phrases to encourage sharing helps.
Like, how did you get into that?
Yep.
Sounds cool. Tell me more.
What got you hooked? Was it always like that for you?
Never tried that. What's it like? Open invitation.
Exactly. Common ground isn't about being identical.
It's meeting in the middle, being open to their world.
Yeah. Learning from each other. And when you find that shared giggle or excitement,
That's where the roots start to take hold.
which leads perfectly into vulnerability, going deeper.
Moving beyond surface stuff to real emotional closeness.
It's those moments, isn't it? I've been through something similar, or you don't have to pretend with me.
Yeah, that's when you know it's getting real.
And we need to reframe vulnerability. It's not weakness. It's not oversharing right away.
It's courage, right? Being authentic, letting someone see the unpolished bits.
The messy, real stuff. But it unfolds gradually, layer by layer.
Trust builds over time. Smaller acts of openness first.
That's a great way to put it. Emotional closeness is similar. Share a minor frustration.
Then maybe something more personal later. A fear, a past experience.
As trust deepens, maybe hopes, deeper vulnerabilities.
And sharing struggles and wins is crucial.
Yeah. Let them see you struggle. They learn how to support you, celebrate wins. They learn how to root for you.
Real friends are there for both.
But you got to choose wisely who you're vulnerable with.
Right. Not everyone earns access to your deeper story. How do you gauge that?
Pay attention to how they handle small truths. Do they dismiss you? Change the subject. Use it against you later.
Red flags. Trust needs respect, even for small things.
Exactly. If it's not there for the small stuff, it won't be there for the big stuff.
And check your motivation for sharing. Is it to connect or just get validation?
Good question. True vulnerability is about authenticity, reciprocal sharing.
If it feels mutual, like they're opening up too, that's a good sign.
But it's okay to hold back in new situations, or if you're unsure, protect your peace.
That's self-awareness, healthy boundaries.
And that distinction between honesty and transparency.
Honesty is not hiding who you are. Transparency is revealing everything.
Full transparency isn't always needed, especially early on. Be genuine, be kind, use judgment.
And for English learners or cross-culturally,
Mm-hmm.
it might feel trickier.
Language barriers, cultural norms. But simple, honest phrases still work. Emotion transcends language.
Like what? What phrases work?
Honestly, I've been feeling kind of overwhelmed or positive. That made my day. Thanks for saying that.
Or even, it's hard for me to talk about this, but I trust you. Shows you're taking a risk.
Yeah. These gently open doors signal it's okay to be human.
And when both feel safe to be real, that's the transformation. Casual to deep. Someone who gets you.
And when someone is vulnerable with you, your response matters hugely.
Listen with empathy. Don't jump to solutions.
Often people just need to be heard, acknowledged, understood.
Not fixed. Holding their sharing with care deepens the bond.
Definitely. Which brings us to time and consistency, absolutely vital.
Because real friendship isn't just built on big moments.
No, it's the small, consistent stuff over time. Trust grows in the in-between moments.
The check-ins, the little messages, the routines. They say, "You matter. I remember you."
Consistency is so underrated, but it's the heartbeat of a lasting relationship.
Yeah, those big parties or trips are great, but
But it's the everyday stuff that weaves the strong fabric.
that text, saw this, thought of you, the quick voice note, how's your day?
Even the late message. No need to reply, just thinking of you.
Those are like deposits in the emotional bank account, right? Building wealth.
Totally. And we all get busy, we all drop the ball sometimes.
But true friends find their way back. Sorry I've been distant. That means so much.
And practical ways to stay consistent, even when life's crazy.
Schedule brief weekly catch-ups, video call, coffee, text exchange.
Yeah, or spontaneous stuff, funny videos, memes, songs.
Things that say you're on my mind without needing a long reply.
That consistent effort builds security, makes people feel safe, valued.
And if someone shared something vulnerable, checking in later.
Shows ongoing care, reinforces you heard them, and you're still thinking of them.
Not prying, just a gentle, how are you doing with that thing you mentioned?
Yeah. Or simple phrases like, just checking in, how's life treating you?
Hey, no, this week's been wild. You good?
Haven't talked in a bit, miss our convos. Or just random thought, but I appreciate you.
Brief, but they carry weight.
And scheduling time. It might sound formal, but
In busy lives, it shows you care enough to make it happen. Coffee Tuesday isn't robotic, it's intentional.
consistency needs to be mutual, right? A two-way street.
If you're always the one initiating, it's okay to pause sometimes.
Yeah, step back gently, see if they reach out. Reveals who's truly invested.
But consistency isn't 24/7 contact either.
No, it's about rhythm. That understanding the connection holds, even with silence.
The right meme after a hard day. The popped into my head thought.
Those are the moments. They build that resilient foundation.
And those consistent people, they feel like home when life gets chaotic. An anchor.
Absolutely. Which leads perfectly into boundaries, essential for healthy friendships.
Might feel awkward, but they protect the connection. Create safety, respect.
In real friendships, saying no is okay. Needing space is okay.
It's vital, actually, for balance, for well-being. Both people.
It's okay not to be available 204/7, to need recharge time, to step back when overwhelmed.
And asking for what you need. Honesty, presence, space. That's okay too.
Yeah, we often think being a good friend means always saying yes, always being available.
Pouring from an empty cup.
Right. But true friendship respects needs. Honors when someone needs time or isn't in the headspace to help.
Saying no doesn't make you a bad friend. It makes you honest, sustainable,
Like, want to talk, but I'm exhausted tomorrow.
or care about you but need alone time this weekend.
Not the best headspace for advice now, but I can listen.
These aren't walls. They're like fences with gates, defining limits but allowing connection.
Exactly. And respecting their boundaries is just as crucial.
If they pull back, don't take it personally.
Right. People have their own stuff going on. Reach out gently.
Totally, you need time, here when you're ready, or no pressure, just sending good vibes.
Lasting friendships are flexible. They handle silence, busy periods, shifting needs.
People come and go in availability, but the real connections find their way back.
Which links to energy dynamics. Some friendships energize, some drain.
Energy givers leave you feeling lighter, recharged, seen.
Energy drainers consistently take, vent without listening, bring chaos, leave you feeling heavy, unseen.
Need that self-awareness to notice the difference.
Yeah, and recognizing a drainer doesn't mean you don't care.
It means you probably need clearer boundaries to protect your own peace.
Ask yourself, how do I feel after seeing them, better or worse?
Can I be myself? Is it reciprocal or a one-way street?
Being a good friend means being good to yourself, too. Notice how people affect your energy.
So setting boundaries around time, emotional labor, communication, it's It's vital.
You don't have to reply instantly. Don't have to be the fixer. Don't pour from empty.
It's okay to take breaks. Ask for what you need. Gently.
Can we talk later? Need to clear my head.
Want to support you, but feeling overwhelmed myself.
Love hanging out, but also need alone time to recharge. Flexible fences, clear gates.
Powerful friendships honor boundaries. Love with limits builds trust and freedom.
And boundaries change. Real friends grow with you. Understand shifts.
It's about emotional honesty, not constant availability.
Showing up when it matters. Giving space when needed. Creating safety.
Okay, building on that. Conflict, it happens, even in the best friendships.
Absolutely. No matter how well you get on, disagreements, miscommunications, hurt feelings, they're inevitable.
But it's not the conflict itself that defines the friendship's strength.
It's how you handle it together.
And disagreement doesn't have to mean disrespect.
Yeah. You can have different views and still value the person. The goal is protecting the relationship, not winning.
So, healthy disagreement skills.
Mm.
How do we practice those?
Start by slowing down, especially when emotions are high. Breathe. Reflect.
What do I actually want from this chat? Clarity? Apology? To be heard?
Approach with the intent to connect, not attack or blame.
And using I feel statements, not you always.
Huge difference. Instead of, you never listen.
Try I feel unheard when. Own your experience.
Instead of, you're always late, try, I feel unimportant when.
It invites empathy, avoids defensiveness. Powerful shift.
And calling out bad behavior respectfully.
Not to cause drama, but to protect the connection.
That comment hurt. Can we talk?
Or maybe you didn't mean it this way, but that landed heavily.
Yeah.
It's about accountability.
Real friends usually want to know if they've hurt you. How they respond is telling.
Conflict is a test, isn't it? Can the friendship handle truth? And it's a mirror to the dynamics.
And sometimes it's not a big blow-up, but a slow drift. Feeling off.
Yeah. Tempting to avoid the awkwardness, but that lets stuff fester. Unspoken issues still impact things.
Better to gently address it. Feeling a bit disconnected lately, you too.
Or something feels different. Is everything okay? That one conversation can reset things.
Not every conflict ends perfectly resolved.
No. Some friendships shift, some might end. Before walking away, reflect. Did I express my needs? Try to understand theirs. And forgiveness and boundaries can coexist.
Absolutely. Forgive for your own peace, but maybe still needs space or adjusted dynamics.
Healthy friendship isn't about avoiding conflict.
It's about how you both show up in the messy times. Can you stay kind? Hold space for both views.
Fighting for the friendship. For clarity, connection, honesty, growth.
And that brings us to celebrating growth. Healthy friendships encourage it.
The best ones push you forward. You grow together.
And supporting goals goes beyond just cheering.
It's active involvement. Checking in, accountability, advice,
Mm.
participating.
Yeah, like a supportive accountability partner who genuinely cares. And it's mutual, helping each other chase dreams.
Trying new things together fosters growth too.
Classes, hobbies, travel. Creates unique memories, strengthens the bond.
Learning together, adapting, problem solving. Shared challenges and wins deepen things. Like learning a language together.
Totally. And celebrating milestones, big and small.
Acknowledging the hard work, the dedication, going beyond a quick text.
Making it meaningful. Small party, special meal, reflection time.
And celebrating small wins shows appreciation for everyday effort. Builds gratitude.
When you celebrate growth together, the friendship doesn't just last, it thrives.
It's an uplifting cycle of mutual support.
But sometimes friendships don't last forever. They fade or end.
It's part of life, even though friendship breakups can be really tough, often lack closure.
Navigating them with grace is important for your own well-being. Avoid drama.
Focus on clarity, calmness. Communicate respectfully if paths diverge or space is needed.
Been doing some thinking, feel we've grown in different directions. Need some space.
What about a closure talk?
Can be valuable for understanding, emotional release. Aim for calm, respectful honesty.
Not blame, but maybe think our friendship no longer brings me the peace it used to. Wish you well.
But ghosting, that's rough.
Yeah, avoids explanation, leaves the other person confused, hurt, can create guilt too.
A clear, kind conversation is usually better, even if it's hard.
And healing takes time. It's okay to feel sad, angry, confused.
Process those feelings, reflect on lessons learned. What can you take forward?
Give yourself permission to grieve the loss, the role they played.
And remember, one ending doesn't define all your connections. Lean on other friends.
Friendship breakups are part of growth. Handle with respect, maturity.
But sometimes, rebuilding is possible after distance or misunderstanding.
Yeah, reaching out after silence can feel awkward, but
A simple, honest approach is best. Hey, thinking of you. Been a while. Love to catch up when you're ready.
and give them space to respond. No pressure.
Forgiveness is key for mending. Not excusing, but freeing yourself from resentment.
Offers a second chance. Good for your own well-being, too.
The relationship might be different after, but still valuable.
Mending takes time, effort, rebuilding trust.
Honest talks about what happened, expressing feelings, listening. Crucial for closure moving forward.
Reflect before restarting, though. Why do you want it back? What have you learned? Ready to be vulnerable again?
Approach with honesty, clarity, and acknowledge change as people evolve.
Might need new boundaries, adjusted expectations. Focus on the present and future.
What new experiences to share? Goals for the friendship now.
It's forging a new path, based on lessons, forgiveness, willingness to grow again.
Be patient. Rebuilding can be slow. Trust the process.
It can be really rewarding when done with care. Okay, wow, we covered a lot. Let's recap quickly as we wrap up.
We hit the essence of real friendship, initiating connections, building depth through vulnerability, shared interests.
The importance of consistency, boundaries, navigating conflict.
Supporting growth, handling breakups gracefully, and the possibility of rebuilding.
So today's friendship challenge, 2 parts.
Action 1. Message one person you've lost touch with. Simple check-in, open the door.
Action 2. Compliment someone genuinely today. A specific quality or action you admire in a friend, family member, whoever.
Genuine compliments build trust, nurture positive feelings. Powerful stuff.
And a reflection question for you listening. What's one trait you value most in a friend? Mull that over.
Yeah, think about it. Maybe even share it with someone. Take action on the challenge. Let's keep the conversation going.
And next time, we're diving into maintaining healthy communication.
Keeping conversations flowing, avoiding misunderstandings, staying connected despite busy lives. Packed with practical tips.
Definitely don't want to miss it. Until then, keep nurturing those relationships.
Small, intentional efforts. Remember, friendship's a two-way street. The effort comes back.
Thank you so much for tuning into this deep dive today.
We really appreciate you being here. If you found this helpful, please like, share, subscribe. Help us build this community.
Until next time, take good care.